Hi friends, today we take a look at how King Birendra of Nepal was killed by his own son, Crown Prince Dipendra, in 2001. In the first place, who was Birendra? Birendra was born at the Narayahiti Royal Palace in Kathmandu as the eldest son of the then Crown Prince Mahendra and his first wife, Crown Princess Indra, in 1945. Birendra spent 80 years studying at the St. Joseph School in Darjeeling with his brother Janendra. On 13th March 1955, their grandfather King Tribhuvan died and their father succeeded the Nepalese throne. With his father's accession, Birendra became the Crown Prince of Nepal. In 1959, Birendra was enrolled at Eton College in the United Kingdom. After studying at Eton College until 1964, he returned to Nepal, where he began to explore the country by traveling on foot to the remote parts of the country, where he lived humbly with what was available in the villages. He later returned to complete his education at the University of Tokyo before studying political theory at Harvard University from 1967 to 1968. He later became an art collector and supporter of Nepalese craftspeople and artists, and learned to fly helicopters also. Birendra was married to Aiwaya from the Rana family, his second cousin, on 27 February 1970. The wedding, which was billed as one of the most lavish Hindu nuptial ceremonies in history, cost around $9.5 million to stage. Birendra ascended to the Nepalese throne on 31st January 1972 at the age of 27 after the death of his father King Mahendra. On his accession, he was effectively an absolute monarch as he inherited a country where political parties were banned, and he ruled through a system of local and regional councils known as panchayats. However, because of his political science background, Birendra maintained that he presided over a democracy in which representatives to the assembly were indirectly elected, and said firmly that his poor and backward country could not afford a democracy based on party politics, and also maintained that Nepal needed firm and decisive government. In 1990, a series of strikes and pro-democracy riots broke out in Nepal. Due to the riots, Birendra lifted the ban on political parties and agreed to become a constitutional monarch in April 1990. A new constitution was written and made Birendra head of state of a constitutional monarchy with a system of multi-party democracy. As a result, agitations and counter-agitations ensued between factions in Nepal, and Nepal sadly went down into a civil war, a conflict between Maoist rebels and government forces, which lasted from 1996 until 2006. Now to the assassination of Birendra. On the darkest day in the history of Nepal, 1st June 2001, Birendra and his entire family were assassinated by his own son, Crown Prince Dipendra, at the royal dinner at the most protected Narayahiti Palace. The assassination, which was planned and executed by his own blood, became known as the Nepalese Royal Massacre, in which 9 members of the royal family, including the King Birendra, were killed in a mass shooting. This was around 2100 GMT. The attack type was described by many as regicide or familicide, etc. The weapons used were 1. Colt M16 A2 rifle, 2. H&K MP5K 9mm submachine gun, 3. Franchi SPAS-12 shotgun, and 4. Glock 19 9mm pistol. It was only Birendra's brother, Janendra, who survived the attack. The assailant, who was the crown prince Dapendra, shot himself mistakenly and died later. From the findings of the commission that was established after the assassination, this is what they have. That I quote, Dapendra's motive for the assassination is unknown, but one theory that reigns supreme is Dapendra wanted to marry Davina Rana, whom he had met in the United Kingdom. Some even allege that, due to her mother's family being lower class royal of India and her father's political alliances, the royal family objected. If this is factual, according to the masses, it can be conveniently concluded that Dapendra killed his father under the influence of insatiable love for a lady. Now, the throne because of which he killed his own father and entire family. He could not even sit on it because he mistakenly shot himself in the head and died later. The only surviving brother, Janendra, became the king later. A very sad royal history. I say to them, never again, never again. May they rest in perfect peace. Please kindly subscribe to this channel, One Forum News channel, for the best of news from Africa and the rest of the world. Thank you so much.